Hello, my name is Sinha, Dr. Ranbir Sinha. I live in Switzerland. I come to India to teach English, science, and engineering. Today we are going to talk about a program, Spoken English 2020. Our mission is that by the year 2020, everyone should be able to speak English fluently. Today's program is specifically designed for perfect English pronunciation. So let's start. Effective communication skill for engineers, scientists, and educators. That's one of the most important programs you are going to watch. Our mission is made primarily for engineers, scientists, and educators. It is essential in today's time that educators, engineers, and scientists speak English very well. Otherwise, in this globalized world, it's very difficult to communicate. Although we teach spoken English for everyone, we focus primarily for engineering, science students, and also teachers and educators. The same course was given at IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bhubaneswar, NIT Warangal, and many other colleges. And today we bring this program to you. So, effective communication skill for engineers, scientists, and educators, because it's essential for them to speak English fluently and professionally. Why is communication skill so important? I'm sure you have some idea. You have heard many times from different sources that communication skill is very important. Let me give you some reasons. Because Warren Buffett, one of the most successful persons in this world, says that if your communication skill is very good, your value goes up by 50%. That means your salary, your income goes up by 50% just because of one extra skill. That's communication skill. Famous people like Bill Gates, they also emphasize communication skill. When all these famous people, successful people emphasize communication skill, my guess is very, very important. You should probably think along that line too, that communication skill is one skill that's not being taught in a regular curriculum, but is essential to be successful in today's world. A study done on the successful people from Stanford shows that all the successful people had taken communication skill courses, and that should be mandatory in our schools and colleges too. Unfortunately, in India, we graduate millions of scientists, engineers, and other professionals, but they are not getting jobs. One of the main reasons being they cannot communicate fluently in English. This is a very recent survey. There are more surveys that shows 97% of the engineering graduates cannot speak English fluently, and they are not getting jobs. If this communication skill, professional communication skill, is taught from the school into the intermediate science colleges, higher colleges, for example, engineering and science colleges, this problem will be eliminated, and many of them will become qualified for these jobs. Just because their English, they are falling behind. Those who go to very high-end schools and speak English very well, only they are getting those top jobs. So we decided to help you solve that communication problem, communication skill problem, by giving you crash courses, short courses. So India can become #1 if all the students get equal opportunity to become fluent in professional English. So we not only talk about the problems. There are many people who talk about problems. We have this problem, we have that problem. We give you fixes. We fix the problems. That's why we are engineers and scientists. We are professionals. We fix problems. We do not create problems. We see problems, and we do not only complain, we find solutions to them. Okay? So please go through this test and fixes on pronunciation today. And you will notice that most of the words, common words that we pronounce, most likely we pronounce wrongly. And we are going to fix that problem today. We'll continue this course over several days, and you'll find by the time you finish this course, your spoken English will become much better. Okay? So, why are we focusing on pronunciation? Because there was a survey of 200 professionals in America, and they were asked, what is the problem the foreign students and foreign professionals face? They said, the number one problem is pronunciation. So listen carefully. It's not pronunciation, it's pronunciation. Okay? So let's start this test. Test is very simple. I will show you a few words, and you have to say the word loudly. You have to pronounce it loudly. Then you'll make a complete pause. I will pronounce it correctly. If they match, give yourself 1.1. If they do not match, give yourself 0. So please take a piece of paper, a sheet of paper, and a pen. Now say the first word loudly. Now listen, this should be pronounced as hello, not hello, not hello, hello. Gently, low, louder, hello. Give yourself a point if you said hello, otherwise give yourself 0. At the end, we'll count your points and you will know how good your spoken English is. All right. Now, the next two words. Now listen carefully. Hello, sir. Hello, sir in American English. British English, the last R is not pronounced. It's called hello, sir. Hello, sir. Okay? So if you said hello, sir, or hello, sir, you are right. Give yourself 1, otherwise 0. There's one more point I want to make. Nowadays, many young people are saying hi, sir. Please do not say hi, sir. Hi, sir does not match. Hi is very casual. Sir is very formal with respect. So either you say hello, sir, or only hi. Not hi, sir. You cannot mix the two. Okay? Hi to your friends. Hello, sir, to somebody respectable. Hello, ma'am. Okay? So please do not say hi, sir. It's not cool. It's wrong. You're mixing very casual with very formal English. So say hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Not hi, sir. Okay? All right, let's continue. The third word. Now listen. It should be pronounced as okay. Okay. Not okay. Okay. K louder. Give yourself 0 if you said okay. If you said okay, give yourself 1. Now the next one. 2, then cross 3. How do you pronounce that? Now listen. It's pronounced as 2 times 3 or 2 multiplied by 3, not 2 into 3. So if you said 2 into 3, give yourself 0. Otherwise, if you said 2 times 3 or 2 multiplied by 3, give yourself 1. Now the next one, 5/2. How do you pronounce that? How do you read that? Listen, it's 5 divided by 2 or 5 over 2. Do not say 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is wrong. That's a cross section. 5 inches by 2 inches, or 5 meters by 2 meters. 5 over 2 or 5 divided by 2. If that's what you said, give yourself 1, otherwise 0. The next one, 1 and 5. Now listen carefully. It's 15. Teen louder. 15, not 15. 15 can be confused with 50. So you have to say 15, 13, 14, 18, teen louder. Okay? Give yourself 0 if you said 15. If you say 15, that's correct. Give yourself 1. Now the next one. Now listen carefully. It's called at, not at the rate of. At gmail.com, at yahoo.com, at. That's an at sign. Okay? At sign. Now the next one. R-U-L-E-R. This is easy. Ruler, ruler, ruler. What we call as scale, a piece of plastic to measure the distance, that's actually called ruler. not scale. Scale means balance, okay, where you measure the weight or mass. Ruler. Now, give yourself 1 because all of you said ruler. The next one, next line. Next line, first word. Say it aloud. Now listen, it's called carrier. So if you said carrier, you get 1. The next word, say it aloud. Now listen very carefully. Many people, including people who are experts in human resources, they pronounce it wrongly. So let me fix that now. It's called career. 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 So do not say carrier. Okay? It can be confused with carrier. It's called career. Career. Repeat after me. Career. Good. Give yourself 1 if you said career. If you said carrier, 0. The next one. Now listen. Content. Content. Content is a noun. That means something inside. Content of a book. Content of a box. It's not content. Content is an entirely different word. That means being satisfied. Content yourself with what you have. Okay? So do not say content for content and content for content. You have to separate the two. Content is a noun. Content of a website. Let's prepare the content. Okay? What's inside the book is called contents, not content. All right, 0 or 1. The next one is a very important word. Now listen very carefully. It's called biology. 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 Anytime you see O-L-O-G-Y, that means study of. That first O becomes O and louder. O, then logy. Biology, psychology, sociology, zoology. Okay? So give yourself 1 or 0 depending on if you said biology or not. Don't say biology. Biology does not make sense. The next one. Say it loud. Now listen. It's pronounced as healthy. Healthy. Health, healthy, not healthy. Okay? Health, healthy. Wealth, wealthy. Length, lengthy. Good. Give yourself 1 or 0. The next one. I-N-J-U-R-A. Now listen very carefully. It's pronounced as injure, not injure, not injure. Injure, injure, injure. Okay? Injury, not injury. Injury, injure. All right. Give yourself 1 or 0. Now the next one. Very simple word. Listen carefully. It's pronounced as hotel. Hotel, not hotel. Not hotel. Hotel. Okay? Whereas M-O-D-E-L, that's pronounced as model. There E is silent. Here it's hotel. All right. The next line. The first word. Now listen carefully. It's pronounced as of. Almost like UV. Of. Not off. Okay? Of. A friend of mine. A friend of mine called me. Okay? The government of the people. Of. Not off. Give yourself 0 if you said off. Give yourself 1 if you said of. The next one. Yes, the next one is off. Off. Switch off the fan. Turn off the radio. Switch on, turn on. Do not say off the fan and on the radio. Okay? Off and on are not verbs. Those are preposition. You have to switch on and turn on. Switch off, turn off. Off. Give yourself 1. The next one is a simple word, but try to pronounce it. Now listen very carefully. In British English, it's pronounced as iron, just as hydrogen ion or OH ion. R is silent here. Should not be silent because if there's a vowel sound after an R, the R should be pronounced in British English. But this is an exceptional word. Iron, very common, but it's called iron. In American English, it's pronounced as iron, iron, iron. R is pronounced after O, okay? Iron. You have to practice. Watch this video several times and practice. I also have similar videos on YouTube channel. You can practice that. Mana TV will put that on YouTube also. You can watch that. You have to practice these things several times, okay? Now the next one. Now listen very carefully. It's pronounced as petrol, not petrol. Petrol, petrol, petrol. American English, petrol is called gasoline or gas. So in American, if an American says gas station, that means petrol station, okay? Petrol or gasoline. All right, the next word is very simple. Try to say it. It's pronounced as berry. B-U-R-Y is pronounced exactly the same way as B-E-R-R-Y. Berry. It's not bury, okay? The wire is buried under the ground. Something is buried under the ground. Bury. So it's not bury. Give yourself 1 or 0. The next one, I'm sure all science students, even from class 5 or 6, they know this word. How do you pronounce that? A-L-K-A-L-I, like acid and alkali. This is how it's pronounced, alkali. It's not alkali, okay? So you have to go over this video several times. Alkali. The next one is pronounced as vinyl. Vinyl, not vinyl, vinyl. Okay, give yourself 1 or 0. The next one, that's pronounced as vehicle. Vehicle, vehicle, not vehicle, vehicle. Or in American English, vehicle, okay? Not vehicle. Give yourself a point, 1 or 0. Next word. The next word, anyone who knows physics or electrical engineering must know that word, right? The next word is circuit. Circuit, not circuit. Not circuit, it's circuit. U is silent, just like biscuit. In biscuit, you say biscuit, right? You don't say biscuit. The same way, you say circuit, not circuit, okay? All right, circuit. The next one, data, data, data. Nowadays, a few people are saying data and data. Those are also acceptable, but majority of the people, English speakers, they say data. So that's how we should learn. It's a foreign language. It's the language of the English people, the Americans, and the Australians. We should learn their way. We should learn their way, their language. When they learn our language, they should learn our way. We cannot mix the things up. If majority of the English speakers say data, let's follow that, all right? The next one is pronounced as computer, computer. In all my courses, you'll find whatever is in red, you have to say that loud. It's called stressing the syllable, and that makes your pronunciation perfect, okay? So halfway through this test, I'm giving the hint. Anything in red, try to say that loud. Your pitch goes up and becomes longer and clearer. That's called accent, okay? So computer, do not say computer. Computer, good. The next one. Anytime you find abbreviation like this, you have to say the last one louder. IT, IT. Do not say I'm into IT. You have to say I am into IT. The next one. Listen carefully. It's institute. Institute, not institute, not chew. Institute, two. Institute. The Americans call it institute. Toot. British, toot. Institute. Okay? Give yourself a point. The next one. Now listen very carefully. Here also the British and American pronunciations are different. In British English, it's called laboratory. 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 In American English, laboratory. 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 Laboratory or laboratory. Give yourself a score, 0 or 1. The next one. Now listen very carefully, try to repeat. Environment, environment, environment. Do not say environment. That's wrong, okay? Give yourself 0 or 1. The next one. This is a very important word, and most of us pronounce it wrongly, okay? So if you pronounce it wrongly, don't feel very bad. I'll fix it right now. It's called develop. D, gentle, well up. Develop. Do not say develop. That sounds wrong, okay? Develop. Development. Give yourself a score, 1 or 0. The next one. Correct. It's development. Well louder. D, very gentle. Development. Development. So do not say development or develop. That sounds wrong. It's development and develop. The last one on that line. Try it. Try saying it. Now listen carefully. T-I-O-N is shun, but S-T-I-O-N is not shun. S-T-I-O-N is stun, stun like question. Now try it. Correct. It's suggestion. It's not suggestion. Suggestion, okay? Suggestion, exhaustion, digestion. S-T-I-O-N is always stun. These are unwritten rules. These are unwritten rules that I have a product called Spoken English 2020. All the pronunciations are fixed using this free DVD here, and all the sentences are, and fluency is built using the Spoken English 2020 software, which is available on Amazon.com and in many schools. Spoken English 2020. It's a software 20 hours crash course that teaches you fluent and perfect English using Telugu translation. Telugu, Hindi, Bengali, and German translation. Perfect pronunciation. The method is called Memory Web Association method. It's the fastest method to learn any new language. It comes with a free pronunciation DVD, 5 hours course, which has got many more than what I'm teaching now, but I'll teach more from that DVD. It fixes the pronunciation problems. It teaches about phonetics. It teaches about stress. It teaches about perfect accent, etc. And this is the software. It's available also for download. It's also available on Amazon. This is a crash course. Most likely you'll find it in your library also. So suggestion is suggestion. Never say suggestion, okay? Exhaustion, etc. S-T-I-O-N. These are unwritten rules of pronunciation, very difficult to find. I have collected 50 of them through the friends of mine from United Kingdom and US and put them in very nice, simple way to teach you these rules so that your pronunciation will be perfect. Okay, next one, quickly. Listen carefully. It's called finite. So you got 1. The next one. Here it's pronounced as infinite, not infinite, infinite, so that it's not confused with infinite. It's pronounced as infinite. The next one. Many people mispronounce it. Now listen carefully. It's not statistics. It's statistics. Statistics. Give yourself 1 or 0. The next one you must know. Simple word. Try pronouncing it. Now how is it different from S-I-G-N-S, like road signs? It's very different, right? This is pronounced as science, not science. Not science. 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 Scientist. Scientific. Science. Okay. Science. Okay. You should know those words. They are very important words, especially for students of science and technology and engineering. I'll give you a hint. Now try the next word. Now listen carefully. It's engineering. Start with N, not in, not engineering. 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 Repeat. Engineering. So if you are going to study science and engineering, you should know these words properly. For example, if you want to say English, you should not say English. That's wrong. You have to learn the proper way, okay? You have to say English. Ing louder, lish softer. English. I can speak English. This is how you have to speak. That's how English is spoken, okay? All right, let's try the last word there. Last word of that sentence, of that line. Listen carefully. It's not tuition. It's tuition. Tuition. Tuition in British English. In American English, tuition. Tuition. Tuition or tuition, both are correct. Tuition is wrong. The next one. Now listen carefully. It's against, not against. Again, against. Against. Give yourself 1 or 0. The next one. Mass, not mass. British and American, both pronunciations are mass, sound, mass. The mass of a body. The next one. Gram, not gram. Gram. Grammar, not grammar. Gram, grammar, okay? The next one. Matrix, not matrix. Matrix. The plural is matrices. The next one. That's the only difficult word in my list. All others are very common, simple words. The next word is pronounced as extempore. Extempore, not extempore. Extempore speech, okay? The next one. We live in this continent. You should know that. It's pronounced as Asia, not Asia. Asia, Asia. How do you make that sound, je? It's all in that free DVD, Pronunciation, Spoken English, Pronunciation 2020. And this course will cover all that, okay? Je sound, Asia, Asia, Asian, okay? Not Asia. The next one. Listen carefully. It's not assume. Double S does not take the sound of Z. S sound. Assume, assume. Or American English, assume, not assume, okay? Now the last line. Last line. Try it. Resume, resume. Do not say resume. Resume is a different word. Resume means to continue after a pause, okay? This is resume. When you apply for a job, you write about yourself, what you have studied, what kind of projects you have done, what kind of job you're looking for, your interest. That's called resume. Resume. Where's your resume? In British English, it's called curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae or CV, all right? So if you said resume, give yourself 1, otherwise 0. Now the next word, try pronouncing it. Listen carefully. It's not pronunciation, it's pronunciation. Pronun, N-U-N. Pronounce has O-U, so you say pronounce. But this noun has pronunciation. Pronunciation. Your English pronunciation will become perfect after this course. But you have to repeat. You have to repeat several times. Pronunciation. Give yourself 1 or 0. Now the next one. Try saying it. Now listen carefully. Sometimes DU sounds like JU. This is one of those words where it sounds like JU. Education. Education. So do not say education. That doesn't sound right. You have to say education, all right? And English is a slow language. You cannot say education. That sounds wrong. You have to say education. It's extremely important in the modern society. This is how English is spoken, all right? Now the last one, last word. Some of you have gone through KG1, KG2, lower KG, upper KG. How do you say that word? Now listen very carefully and watch the spelling. It's a German word. It's called kindergarten, not kindergarten. Kindergarten. So I'm finished with the test. There are 50 words. Now count how many ones you got. If you got about 40, that means 80% or above. then you don't need this kind of course. Your pronunciation is perfect. Most likely your English is very good. If you score below 80%, you need to improve. For that, we have several helps for you. One is that software that I showed you, Spoken English 2020. And for science and engineering students, we have another one, Spoken English for Engineers and Scientists. And this is world's first software that teaches perfect scientific and technical English. Within about 60 hours of course, after 60 hours of practice, one becomes fluent in technical English. You speak professional technical English like scientists and engineers. This has been introduced in top engineering colleges in India. Most likely it will be introduced in your school and college too very soon. For those who do not have computers, for them we have a book. It's not been released yet. It's called Spoken English for Science Students, Modern Spoken English for Science Students. It will be available from today or tomorrow on Amazon.in. This one comes with a CD, audio CD. The files can be copied on mobile device, your MP3 player or your cell phone. All you have to do is listen, see the book, and repeat exactly the way you hear. It's got gaps after each word, each sentence, each paragraph. The easiest way to learn professional scientific English. All the scientific terms that you need to know are covered here. Not all, let's say 8,000 of them, the most important one. Many scientific topics are covered here, so you'll become slowly very fluent. So this is called Modern Spoken English for Science Students. This is also the first book to teach fluency in scientific terms and scientific English, okay? This is written by top scientists and engineers of the world. All right, so please count how many ones you got. If you scored less than 40, that means less than 80%. You should try pronouncing using these, this course. I'll go over many other words later on in the second half. And later on, we'll try to get this book and software to your school and college. Do I need to continue? Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you that even if you are not very fluent in English, you can improve by using 2-3 tricks. One of the tricks is listen to very good English channels like BBC or CNN, National Geographic, etc. And listen to whatever you hear, repeat exactly that way, not our way. Our mother tongues have totally different tone, okay? So if somebody says, today the first flight of Boeing 787 took place, you have to say exactly that way, okay? And try that for one month. Your English will sound like professional. Now, do not feel bad if you are from Telugu or Hindi medium. You are not going to be left behind. We are here to help you, bring you up to the top. How we are going to do that, I'll tell you. Your English is probably pretty good. We just need to fix some problems. Watch the lowest line and see how in many professional schools these things are not pronounced correctly. So if your pronunciation is bad, you're not the only one. We're going to help you. The last line, read the first word, or maybe I'll tell you, it's always pronounced as your. Your. Do not say your. It's your. When you are speaking fast, if you do not emphasize it, you can say your. What's your name? What's your name? But normally it's pronounced as your, pure Telugu O sound. Do not say your. It's wrong, okay? Sure. Sure is the next word. Do not say sure. 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 Okay? The third one is security, not security. Security. Okay? The fourth one, more. Do not say more. More, pure Telugu O, Hindi O. All right? The next one, shower. Do not say shower. Do not say shower. I'm going for a shower is wrong. I'm going for a shower. I'm going to take a shower. Shower. The next one, flour. Atta. Atta is called flour, just like Flower. This is also pronounced as flour, not flour. Okay? The next one, our. O-U-R is pronounced two ways. Casually, when you don't emphasize it, you say R. She's our teacher. He's our neighbor, R. Okay? When you want to say the full form, formally you can say our, but do not say something in between, R or our. The last one, H-O-U-R, the last one, H-O-U-R, how do you say that? It's always hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, okay? So do not fall for wrong pronunciation. It may sound cool, but it's wrong. Whenever you learn a foreign language, learn from authentic sources. BBC, Oxford Dictionaries, CNN, these sources, National Geographic, and just repeat. Do not copy somebody who does not speak English very well. All right, so in the next half, we are going to talk about how to solve these problems, the pronunciation and accent problems.